Op4 TV. I am your host, Bill from the BX. I'm here with my man, Clarksville's very own, Tennessee's finest, the Air Force, U.S. Air Force finest, one of the hardest working guys I know, 1/3 of the Lion's Den podcast, one of the best military podcasts out there. My man, Herm. What's
going
good?
on, brother?
Ain't nothing, man. How you?
Right here has been a long time coming. You know why? Because you talk so much noise to me on my podcast, man.
I do.
You always got the jokes.
I do.
All that shit. So now
I do. I set the timer in my phone when the Lions Den comes on. Your production ain't even started yet. Y'all ain't got the intro screen. But for whatever reason, Facebook allows me to start commenting. And I'm like, yo, I hope this dude cut his hair this episode. Because sometimes you don't cut your hair. You got that shadow.
my boys be like, yo, who's this dude always talking about how fat you are all the time? I'm like, man, that's my dog, man. He don't mean nothing by it, man. This is how we communicate with each other.
They don't know you when you was young and slim. You was never really fast or agile, but you was always strong.
Yeah.
It was like you was big on the inside even before you got big on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Well, now I just got the body to match the head.
Fam, I'm still growing into my shit, yo. My shit, I ain't gonna take my hat off. You know, I got a platform. I gotta protect my job.
The only thing that really changed is you got a big ass beard now.
You see that? You see that?
Yeah, that's it.
You see that? And we
from high school.
We met back in 97, B. Come on now. 96, 97, B, out there at Clarksville going northwest.
Yeah, man, back when I used to dunk on you in Ringo. And don't act like it didn't happen. Don't act like it didn't happen because you lost the video footage on purpose. That's all I'm saying. You had the video footage and now all of a sudden it's not here.
It's on video tape.
You had the video, you had the VHS, you know what I'm saying, on Betamax or whatever y'all had, you know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, I wish I could find it. It's at my aunt's house. Yeah, okay, dog. Yeah.
That shit was on videotape.
Yeah.
Nobody has a VCR anymore.
I would find one just to see me dunking on you again.
Bam, I will go on the internet and go to buyavcr.com and buy a VCR if I could just get the tape back. And I know the tape was trash because I know we watch everything in HD now in 4K.
Bro, can you imagine watching that stuff now?
These kids don't know how good they got it.
Yo, kids be watching. So this is what slavery looked like. If kids watch it today, it's like, oh, this slavery days. What's going on?
It's like, man, that why was y'all so skinny? Food ain't come out yet? Nah, food ain't come out. Food ain't come out till like 2001. Shorty, you missed the good times in the 90s. We was out there. We just ate ramen,
drinking out of water hose.
Man, that water hose was delicious too. Herm, tell us about your military career. Air Force.
All right. Hey, so first of all, I want to thank you for allowing me to come onto your platform, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming up, man. I appreciate you.
So I joined the Air Force back in 1999. I've been in for 21 years.
Okay.
So when I first came in, I came in as what we call services. I know a lot of your audience is Army. So the best way for me to explain it is we'd be MWR with cook support as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's pretty much what my job was. I started off in the DFAC, spent time in the fitness center because in the Air Force, that's an actual job. You know what I'm saying? It's not
handing out towels.
Hell no. But you know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people in the Army think, you know what I mean? But no, we actually get to learn, you know what I'm saying, like physical fitness, like personal trainer type material, you know what I mean?
Really? Like a NASM, almost like a National Academy for Sports.
Yeah, and a lot of us get accredited for that stuff, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We learn how to run a fitness center, how to order the equipment and all that type stuff, how to put together classes. So different things, because in the Army, because my dad did it, you know what I'm saying? He hurt his knee and they put him in the gym where he passed out towels and basketball. So I understand why the Army think that. Yeah, he want a girl ball, you know what I mean? I understand why they think that. But in the Air Force is an actual job for us with some specialized training. And I also worked in lodging, which is hotel management, the guest house, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And we also do wartime mortuary, where that came in
like a funeral service almost.
Well, we don't do the funeral. Well, not in the wartime. What we do is we get the body, we get the remains, bag, tag, and ship.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's rough.
I was like, so y'all want me to come from the DFAC, go get the body. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did this fall under my career field? You know what I mean? Shouldn't this be a medical career field?
I hope you wash your hands when you left the body. You at least wash your hands on your way back to the defect.
I only actually had to do it one time, and ironically, I was with the Army when I had to do it, and it wasn't even my main job. I was with Army Special Forces when I had the experience wartime mortuary. You know what I mean? It was pretty unreal. I finished off my career working in the Inspector General's office, where I was the superintendent for resource management. At this time, y'all call them posts or bases. Y'all call them bases. We call them wings.
Yeah.
But I'll go from wing to wing and inspect the whole entire wing from a strategic level to see how they manage their resources, their people, money, facilities, tools, equipment, and even their people's time. You know what I mean? Like, hey, how are you managing their time? Which was really interesting when I went to go inspect the guard and reserve bases, because I inspect guard and reserve bases that was attached to my command as well. I worked at command level.
I remember that. You used to come in this area. I seen you around Baltimore a couple of times doing that.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, kicking it with you when I was out there before.
Yeah, little comedy shows and all that stuff. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. So would you say you enjoyed your 21-year career?
You knew me since I was a kid, man. It helped me grow. You know what I'm saying? If I would have stayed home, there's no telling where I'll end up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my friends here, you know what I'm saying, really, they end up in the best places, or, you know, they're not where they really want to be.
Dude, you know it's crazy how life has a spin on it, because like you said, we met in Clarksville, Tennessee. We were in high school. I'm a little older, so I went to high school in New York, got in some trouble, got left back, and ended up going to high school in Clarksville. And that's around the time we met. And think about the guys we grew up with. That, you know, a lot of them turned out well, but then the guys you assumed would turn out the best because they did the best in school, had the best grades. And, you know, like our homeboy, may he rest in peace, Dwayne. You know, I miss dude, and you know, who would ever think that in 2021, like as retarded and as hot-headed as we would still be here. Yeah. And he's the one that's going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's funny. It's funny how the world works, because like you mentioned, Dwayne, he's the real reason why me and you met initially. You know what I mean?
You live right next door.
Yeah, he's the best man that I ever knew. You know what I mean? But
great guy.
Even you know, because that was a freak accident. But you know what I'm saying? Like other people, man, like other people that you knew, you know, they strung out on drugs, in and out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking their life by no means. You know what I mean? Because we all go through our own journey. But who knows? That could have been me if I didn't go to the Air Force.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But one thing that gets me when I talk to people that were in for a little bit and got out is that, or never joined and said they wish they would have came in, right? They'll tell you, especially when they know when I retired, they're like, you know, I wish I would have went in. I would be retired now. I was like, you don't know that. You know, it's not automatic that you make it to retirement. You can be dead, mental health case. You don't know what would happen to you if you were to join the military.
I tell people that all the time. If you don't got your head on straight, a lot of people think if they got things messed up where they are now, they should join the military and it'll take them away. People in New York love moving to Atlanta. You know, I got the Wu-Tang t-shirt on right now. Wu-Tang is from Staten Island. Most people in New York have been to Atlanta and Miami more than they've been to Staten Island. It's that far and removed from the city. People from New York think, oh, let me just leave New York and everything will be okay. No, let you take responsibility for the things that are going on around you. Exactly. And things will be a little, I don't know if they'll be okay, but they'll be a little better. You join the military with the attitude and the way you live now, you're gonna end up worse.
Yeah, I mean, you jacked up in New York, right? So only thing that's gonna happen when you go to Atlanta, you should be jacked up in the country way. You know what I mean? There's a whole nother slang, but you're still jacked up. You know,
instead of being jacked up on the train in the Bronx, you're gonna be jacked up on a bus. You're gonna be jacked up on a
Waffle House.
Working at Waffle House.
Yeah, man. So
$7 an hour waiting on tips.
You said it great. You said something that really hits home. Is about accountability, and that's something that I really grew on in my military career, is accountability. Yeah. Leading different troops, man, that make mistakes. It's hard for them to take accountability. And when you can't take accountability, that's when you continue to make the same mistakes.
So you don't make the same mistake.
That's when you end up getting put out because you blaming the military for something that you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't believe they write me up for this. Mm-hmm. Well, were you late to work multiple times? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they know my situation.
Yeah, no, bro, you did this. You gotta take accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has the same situation. We all. What situation? What's so special about your situation that's not the same as you know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah. You think your situation is deeper than the single parents, and for the single parents, you think your situation is different than this person with no kids and single. You know what I'm saying? We all got to manage our own life. You got to take accountability if you want to succeed.
Got to do it. Got to do it. You got to take accountability, and then after you take accountability, now you have to make the decision and put together a plan to make better decisions moving forward.
Right.
And that's where a lot of people come up short. Throughout your career, you fell and bumped your head before. Tell us about what happened, man.
Okay, so in the beginning of my career, I bumped my head a lot of times. So,
Same.
E1 to E4, man. I always resolve my issues with violence. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I knew, you know what I'm saying, coming from home.
Yep.
Getting tried, you know what I mean? So I came to the Air Force, did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I was real good at my job. I was real respectful and all that stuff. But on the outside, you know what I'm saying? One of my old supervisors would tell me, yeah, you know what I'm saying? During, like at work, you're good, but don't catch Aaron Brown with the Hennessy bottle with a straw in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different guy. You know what I mean? But fast forward, I was E6. I made the biggest, I won't even call it a mistake. I made the worst judgment in my military career. I had an unprofessional relationship. You know what I'm saying? I was a married guy. I lost my E6 stripe. I bumped down to E5. Now, this was the same. I just won NCO of the year. You know what I'm saying? Enlisted person of the year and all that stuff for my squadron. You know what I'm saying? I was on my way. I was fast tracking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm winning all these awards. I'm the E6. I'm the lowest ranking E6, but I was the one in charge of the section.
Wow.
I had E6 in there that's been in there for 19 years. You know what I'm saying? All pissed at me. I'm like,
I didn't put me here.
The reason why I'm here is you couldn't do what you needed to do. But you know what I'm saying? I slipped up and I made a bad decision. You know what I'm saying? I had a professional relationship, came out, and I lost my E6 stripe, right? And it was bad, man. Not only did I lose my E6 stripe, I lost my family at that moment. You know what I mean? So I lost everything. So going on, it's funny that everybody's your friend when you're on top.
Yeah.
But now when I'm coming back to work with that one less stripe,
they turn their back on you so quick. They this guy.
the people that I help with their careers talking behind my back, saying all this different stuff about me. And my thing was, when I came to work, I could never let them see me sweat. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to work. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm up tempo, high speed still. You know what I mean? I'm still that person. But when I'm off, man, I was tormented because now I'm alone. You know what I mean? I had nobody really to talk to about what was going on.
Yeah.
Didn't know which way I was going. Okay, so now I'm an E5 again, right? Now, I don't know if y'all know about the Air Force, but the Air Force is known to be harder to make rank than the Army.
Well, because your test, and in the Army, we don't test. You just got to be a nice guy or be somebody's friend, and so you get the opportunity to go to school.
You got to take a test, and they also go off your performance reports. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
The way that we write our performance reports is a lot harder, and I don't mean that like it's a good thing. I think it's very stupid, but it's a lot harder than the Army and the Navy. I don't know how the Marines are. I've never seen theirs, but I've wrote Army and Navy reports before. You know what I mean? And it's pretty straight to the point where I think it needs to be. You know what I mean? Our stuff is like, you got to be a real wordsmith. You know what I mean? With stuff. Well, anyway. So it's pretty hard to make rank. I won't say hard, because I don't think it's just a little bit more difficult to make rank, especially if you mess up at the higher ranks like E6.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Bouncing back from that is very difficult.
Yeah, I was told at that point, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, yeah, you won't make E7, you know what I mean? But you keep on, you know, you do well, you know what I mean? You probably be able to make your E6 back and be able to retire.
Yeah.
So they talking this noise, and now I knew in my head that, you know, the Air Force didn't do this to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That I could have made NCO of the year, you know what I'm saying, handled all kind of dead bodies. It doesn't matter what I did in the past, you know what I'm saying? I made this mistake. I keep calling it a mistake. I made this bad decision, you know what I mean? And I'm the one that got an answer to it, right?
There you go.
So, man, I got on my grind, man. My chief, which is an E9 for us, Sergeant Major for you guys. My chief, he told me, he said, so Brown, you know what I'm saying? You done got this now. What you gonna do? Are you gonna lay there and keep getting beat like a dead horse, or you gonna get up and run like a thoroughbred? What are you gonna do?
Shout him out. What's his name?
Chief May, Donald May, man. You know
Nice.
what I'm saying? Real good dude.
That was my next question. I was like, who? Now, everyone turned their back on you, but somebody had your back. Somebody was supporting you.
All my leadership did. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
It was crazy is the stuff came out while I was on leave. The commander that I had previously is the one I did. Man, I had to handle like a dead baby, you know what I'm saying, for somebody in our squadron. And me and my commander did it together. Me and my commander was real cool, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he PCS'd while I was on leave. I have a brand new commander coming in, and the first thing he has to deal with is my stuff. He doesn't know me at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't know me at all, man. So
he's
it's like
he rides you just to show he's not even doing it. He doesn't even ride you because it's the right thing to do. He's gonna ride you because he got eyes watching, and he's the new guy.
But then let me tell you what he did for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also my superintendent, Senior Master Sergeant Ricky Woods, all those guys were still in my corner because they know who I really am.
Yeah.
4 months later, you know what I'm saying, the commander has an option to give you your strike back. You know what I mean? That's never, you know, if you talk to people in the Air Force, that never really ever happens.
Yeah.
So, but it happened for me.
Okay.
Because again, the thing that I did was I didn't lay around, you know what I'm saying, blaming the Air Force or just give up. Yeah. I got up, man. Hey, I was every opportunity I'm volunteering. You know what I'm saying? Everything that was I'm hosting, I'm emceeing, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing whatever I can to keep myself in the spotlight to show him, hey, this guy didn't break.
Yeah.
I mean, he owned up. Like if you talk to me about what I did, I will own up to what I did.
That's awesome.
And tell you that I was wrong, you know what I mean? But that's not me. You know what I mean? That is not me as a person. You know what I mean? I messed up.
That's what happened with your military career.
Yeah.
As far as your family life, have you been able to make amends there and move forward with your family? And
absolutely. And that didn't even take that long. You know what I mean? Yeah. Me and my ex-wife, we exes now, but you know what I'm saying? We've had a really good relationship. We have a great co-parenting, and we're there for each other. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, man.
There's no animosity or stuff like that. You know what I mean? I treat the baby that she had after we was married as she's my own. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And her dad knows it, and I'm cool with her dad and all that stuff, man.
It's grown man shit, yo.
Yeah, man.
It's grown man shit.
You know, because never in that instance that I stopped taking care of my family, even when they left me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gave them everything, even if I had nothing.
Got to.
I couldn't let them suffer for the mistake that I made.
Nope.
But back to the career, man, I'm gonna give you an example. There was this E5 that was talking all this noise about me. I thought we was friends.
Yeah.
I got my E6 strike back. He's still the E5.
Damn.
Made E7. He's still the E5.
Damn.
Then I messed around and made E8. People didn't think I was ever going to do that. He got out of the military as an E5. Now, I ain't knocking nobody that, you know what I'm saying, got out of the military as an E5, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, watch who you speak on, you know what I'm saying, when you got to fix your own stuff.
It's got to hurt.
Yeah, get your own stuff on track, you know what I mean?
That had to hurt.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you can't quit, bottom line.
I'll tell you one thing, though. We talk about the promotion system, and as far as on the enlisting side for the Army and Air Force. Mm-hmm. For me, I like the promotion system that you guys have. I think testing, yes, it may be difficult. I know for me, I don't study and test well and do all the hard work that probably takes to make that happen for myself. Traditionally, I don't, because I don't like school. I don't like reading and all that shit. But I think it's better.
You know, what was interesting, I learned on the Lions Den, we had one of them old school black senior NCOs, black chiefs come on, one of my mentors, Chief Daryl Ross. We talked about the testing and why it came into the Air Force in the first place. And it was to eliminate discrimination, you know what I'm saying, and help more black people get promoted because the test is unbiased. You know what I'm saying? So now you really can't stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you study and test well, you'll be able to get promoted. Thing is, now the Air Force done away with the test.
Did they really?
Yeah. I know for senior NCOs, I don't know if it's still for E5s and E6. E1 to E4 is never a test.
No, yeah.
It was E5, 6, 7, and to make 8, you had to take a test. But when I was in, they took away the testing for E8 and E7. I don't know if they did it for E6 or 5 yet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Any regrets on retiring?
You know, this year was my first regret because the list came out for E9s this year. And I seen a lot of my friends on that list. And I'm thinking, man, I wonder if I would at least, and it was been my first year eligible.
Wow.
If I would have been able to at least see, you know what I'm saying, where I rack and stack amongst the people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd been cool to see. But I'm back home, you know what I'm saying, back in my hometown. You know, I have a nice house out here and
brand new, beautiful wife. Congrats.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Newlywed.
Appreciate it.
I see you out here. You're out here glowing and whatnot, B. You're going to concerts and football games together.
Bro, you saw that No Limit concert I went to?
I seen that. Yo, it was crazy. There was like 43 people there.
That's it.
And yo was all rocking. Man. Yo was smashing.
Because you know
what I'm saying? I had a good time, man.
Yeah, I was in MEX hotel room, man.
That's crazy. Now you did. I see you taking pictures with a bunch of the artists. That's dope.
Yeah, me, man. Tammy know all them cats. My
sister. I know. Yeah, your sister. She know everybody, man.
I'm like, how do you know them like this when I'm over here and they took out the Memphis and everything. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man.
Yo, I had to clown her on Instagram the other day. You know, she posts all the time, and she was at the range, and she posted a shot group that looked like a watermelon. I was like, yo, you get chaptered for that in 2021. So take that down. Don't show nobody that. That don't look good. Nah, I would love to see y'all two at the range. That would have to be funny. I'm just glad I was there.
I can't shoot.
It's that Air Force shit. I'm not hoping to get you.
I'm gonna tell you, you absolutely right. I deployed to Afghanistan. I worked with 7th Group, right?
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to be there to provide cook support, right? That was my job. I was in charge of my airmen. I was the team lead for my airmen. We supposed to go work in the DFAC.
Make sure the eggs get done.
Yeah, exactly. CSM and the BC, they come to visit the DFAC. They see me. They say, hey, no, we want him to come with us. I'm like, come on, like, don't let this fool you. You know, I know I'm big and everything, but if I have to get the shooting, I can't do it. So I'm just telling you now, you know what I mean? Bro, this was one of the best experiences I've ever had, man. I'm an Air Force cook, you know what I'm saying? I'm flying around Blackhawks all over Afghanistan. Nice. I remember they told me to get my gear on. Normally, you know what I'm saying, when I have it on, I got empty mags with like 3 bullets in it. You know what I mean? I'm not like full up, you know what I mean? So, you know, I felt like Rambo, fat ass Rambo, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I got all this stuff, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, I can't use none of this shit. So just so y'all know, so I'm on this Black Hawk, real quick story. I'm on this Black Hawk flying with them, right? We're going to go to one of these FOBs. So I don't know if you ever flew out there before, but like when you land, you're not like in no safe zone.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You in the middle of whatever, waiting for the people to come get you or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, man, I'm flying through the Afghan mountains. You know what I'm saying? I need to record this stuff. So we land, right?
What year was this? You had a good camera? What phone you had?
It was 2015.
Okay, so you had a decent camera.
I had an iPad, you know what I mean? I had my iPad in my bag. So we land, I'm getting my iPad out and I start recording. Not really paying attention to what's going on. We had an Army First Sergeant with us, our CW4, our BC, and our CSM, right? As soon as they get out, they get in this semicircle with their weapons pointed out. And I had my damn iPad pointed out, right? Hey, CSM said, Brown, what the fuck you doing? I said, what? He said, get your damn weapon out. I was like, oh, my bad.
Which one?
I put my
iPad
back up, man. I put my iPad back up, zip my bag up, and I pulled the weapon. I said, hey, I told y'all, we got the shooting out here. Don't look at me. You know what I mean? I might shoot one of y'all. You know what I mean?
That's why they brought you, because you big. They was like, yo, he is a target.
Yeah, big and slow.
They not gonna hit us. We could duck behind this guy.
So
that's terrible, man.
That was the best. That was my best deployment ever. You know what I mean? And under the best supervisor, I worked directly for the CSM. You know what I mean? That deployment, I got a medal from the Army and the Navy SEALs. You know,
nice.
I forwarded to a Navy SEALs camp later on in that deployment.
Did you keep a shrine at home with all your medals and all that stuff?
I don't put none of that military stuff up.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, none of it. I mean, I appreciate my military career and whatnot, but that's not what defines me. You know what I mean? So I don't want to put up something up there. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. My mom has a picture of me up in a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my
Daybach Chop House, shout them out. Daybach Chop House, Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yeah. So, and the number one Korean restaurant area.
Number one.
So there's a picture of me up there, right? Like it's a memorial or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dead up there. I'm like, I'm looking up in there like, and somebody came up and said, hey, is that you up there? And I answered, and it caught me by surprise. Yeah, that was me.
That was me.
Yeah, it hit me two different ways. I'm like, I'm not dead. You know what I mean? Like that's me in the past. Like I don't have to hold on to my accolades. I did a lot of great stuff in the military. Affected a lot of people, man, and a lot of people are appreciative that I worked with them. But you got to be able to move on. That's the reason why a lot of vets kill themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Be depressed.
Yeah.
Dealing with all kinds of mental health issues. The mental health issues ultimately affect the body, and you deal with all kinds of crazy, not just saying it applies to you, but all kinds of weight gain, all kinds of other kind of crazy shit. And it also, I didn't go there. Yo, you don't understand. I was rooting for you. I remember watching your post leading up to your wedding, and you was like, "Yeah, I'm about to lose 30 pounds. I'm about to lose 40 pounds." Like, well, my man about to do it. He gonna look crazy in his tux. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, he gonna make it happen for himself, yo. I thought you be moving and shaking so much. You and your wife, y'all be doing everything together, and I love it. It's beautiful. I thought you was going to the Versus, which is with your Memphis team. I thought you was going to the Versus, and then when they said it was in LA, I was like, damn, I'm about to catch the flight to LA to go hold it down, hold it down with the home team.
You know what? Watching that versus is a good example of what it would be like to do drugs with them. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of uppers and downers. It's like, yo, I want to have you all low in the, say, okay, I'm chilled out, relaxed, melancholy, and then here comes 3-6 will get amped back up.
Whoa.
I'm like, we back on speed again. I'm like, God dang, you know what I'm saying? What is going on?
Uppers and downers, baby.
Yo, that was like the worst matchup. Now I understand because they have history and beef in the past and all that stuff, but that right there with the music selections that they both picked was the worst possible matchup you could pick. And what was crazy is they brought out the most star power out of all the verses ever came out.
Yeah.
This could have been a really good thing, man, but it's like, what? It's like it was like 3-6 versus All for One. That's how I feel. I was like, what are y'all doing, man?
I don't know why. I don't know who was responsible for Bones' musical selection, and it took me back to the Ozzy Brothers versus Earth, Wind and Fire. The Ozzy Brothers was playing all kinds of they first 10. I was like. And here goes Steve Harvey. They got 25 platinum records. Well, how come they ain't playing none yet?
That's what Bone did.
I was playing all of this B-side shit, all of these. I was like, what are they doing? These dudes was rocking all throughout the 90s with bangers. And to be honest with you, I really kind of wanted 3-6 to go back to some of their stuff because after 2010, now before I lived in Tennessee, I didn't know nothing about 3-6. I can't front. But 3-6 Mafia literally has 20 hits before 2010, and then 20 more hits after 2010.
Juicy J does, yeah.
Juicy J so more so, yeah. But they could have. I mean, as far as verses, you could have played for verses. They got it. They ain't give us nothing from before 2010. It was like maybe 2 joints. They played Tear the Club Up, and
Juicy was playing his Wiz Khalifa stuff.
That was before 2010.
That was after 2010. No, you talking about before? In the beginning,
before 2010.
They did Tear the Club Up. They did Gangsta Boo.
Gangsta Boo.
I
like that she did that. I like that they let her shine because Meg Thee Stallion basically jacked her whole flow. And
you think so?
Yeah, it's the same flow.
I don't know, man. I think Meg Thee Stallion her own lane, man.
No, Meg has it's her own lane, yes, but it's the same flow as Gangsta Boo, and this is what it is. I mean,
I just want to see if Meg Thee Stallion. I ain't gonna keep talking about female rappers like this, but I just want to know if Meg Thee Stallion can talk about something different. Is it possible for her? Because it feels like she got talent, you know what I mean? Like, is she gonna be able to speak about anything different?
Meg Thee Stallion and the baby, if they here next year, it's only because their record labels are extremely talented at marketing and promoting them.
They're gonna be here next year, man. Especially Meg Thee Stallion.
Well, yeah, because she's doing
Popeyes commercials, man.
Yeah, she's doing Popeyes commercials.
And she just did a commercial for Acorn. You know that Acorn, that damn money app. She did a commercial for Acorn and was able to make that sexual. I'm like, God damn, bitch, like, stop doing this, man. Like, I'm like, okay, Meg, all right, you speaking about Bitcoin. I'm like, okay, here you go.
Here you go. Titties and ass. That's TNA.
Yeah.
The verses. I didn't see that coming from Busy Bone, but at the same time, if you're gonna put a police tape up in the middle of the stage, don't let Busy be the closest to the police tape.
Man, I think Busy made his way over there. But you see how Busy got back to the back real fast at the same time.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Like that. That wasn't light skin energy. That wasn't light skin energy.
That was definitely y'all light skin energy, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we the same.
We are not. No, I'm dark skin. You light skin. Let's keep how y'all say it.
You all Korean skin, fam.
Like y'all say in New York, man. Let's keep it a bean. You light skin. Hey, I'm dark skin. But
no doubt.
It was funny to me that I seen people try to. I had somebody inbox me, like I'm the spokesperson for 3-6 or something.
Kind of all, but whatever.
This defending what Busy did, right? You know what I'm saying that when he said, S my D, you know what I mean? That's fighting words. I'm like, so you just going to discount
the fact that he threw a water bottle and a microphone over there.
He said, don't you ugly MFs, you know what I'm saying, mock me while I'm on stage.
That was big light skin energy.
I'm like,
when you start calling people ugly, that's the big light skin energy. Yeah, I don't do it like that anymore. But that used to be my
Busy look like a Pomeranian though. You know what I mean? That's the thing. He got to understand that a lot of drugs done went through that body.
A lot.
You know what I mean? Nobody on that stage is cute. You know what I mean?
Why he beef with Gangsta Boo though? Like, there's all these niggas I got to fight one. All them hoes I got to like one. Paul. Fight Paul. He got 1.5 arms.
He got one arm out there.
He got 1.5 arms, and he keep that other joint tucked. You know what I'm saying? He had the big South Pole jacket on. So even then, the left isn't gonna be free and fast.
You saw how fast UCJ got over there though?
And threw the slowest 1-2 punch I ever seen.
Because he's a multi-millionaire, man. He's like, hold on, man. I got a lot to risk, but North Memphis, baby. You know what I mean?
Like, Orange Mound in here.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, like, I ain't throwing a punch since when? I'm like,
he's a rapper from the 90s. Rappers from the 90s know how to punch, man. Because in the 90s, we used to get punched in the face.
Could you imagine these kids today fighting? Like, I couldn't see the Migos fighting like that time they was trying to fight Joe Budden.
Yeah, because they're gonna tear. First of all, the Versace clothes are gonna tear. The Versace buttons only got, that stuff isn't made for, you know what I'm saying? Think about, look at the outfits that was on that stage. Your man looked like a kung fu master. Juicy J like a kung fu master in the low bearing. Like you had no magazines in your pouches, and he had pouches with no magazines in them either. Yo, that's some Tennessee shit. Apparently, I don't know how that works.
Dog, but watching that on stage, I'm realizing like this is the music we came up on, right? When we in the retirement home, we're gonna be listening to tear the club up, nigga, tear the club up. Like this no Marvin Gaye and stuff like that for us, man. This is what we
that's true.
You know what I mean? That is our legacy when it comes to music.
You gonna be listening to KRS-One, like, yo, I don't know how I wasn't feeling this back in the day.
Why you bring this dude up, man?
Because he's dope, yo. He won his verses.
What verses? He had a versus?
Big Daddy Kane had a versus.
What?
Yeah.
I know all four of y'all was excited. Nobody watched that. I didn't know he had a versus. Are you serious?
They sold out the Barclays. Relax. They sold out the Barclays Arena.
You must be talking about Barnes and Noble.
No. I'm not talking about LA at the dining facility. With 3-6.
They really had a versus.
Yeah.
I can't believe they had not Big K. I can't believe
Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One. It shouldn't have been Big Daddy Kane though, but it's all good.
So. Why didn't KRS-One have a versus Nelly after Nelly then buried him? You know what I'm saying? That's what should have happened.
Can you imagine
I would have woke up for that. You know what I mean? Hold on.
We all know it should have been the verses should have been 3-6 versus Your Peoples and No Limit. That's what it should have been. Nah. But No Limit just don't got the hits, man. Don't nobody
No Limit don't have the hits. Okay.
Dude, I get it. They came out with a CD every month from 1996, from 1995 to 2001. Yes, they had a CD every month, but each CD had one good song.
Yo, listeners from the East Coast. Crap, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of East Coast bias. Remember when we did that Lil Wayne, Jay-Z versus between me and you? I know it was East Coast bias on here. So I understand. I know where your people are coming from, but
my analytics say it's a lot of Georgia. It's a lot of Georgia and Florida in my analytics.
That's where they live, but where they from? That's what it ran off to. Yeah.
That's what it ran off to. Hey man, it was definitely good chopping it up. You got anybody? Again, we got to shout out the Dayback Chop House out there in #1 Korean restaurant. Is it just in whole Tennessee? In Clarksville? How big is y'all #1?
In this area, in Nashville too. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So it's like the Middle Tennessee area.
Y'all open up another one?
Who gonna work? Man, I can't, man. My mom a beast, man. I need you to be my mom and not my boss. Don't do this, boy.
You don't go down there and put in no shifts. You don't go down there and get those.
Sometimes, you know what I mean. But then after I get tired of my mom talking to me like I'm 5, I got to get up out of there.
And how about the babies? Your girls go down there. They go down there and put in some work.
Yeah, she fired my oldest daughter though, so you know. You know, joke, man. I brought over to spend time with you, but okay, you know what I mean.
No, I told her to get them eggs right. Take her home. Call your dad.
Man, my mom crazy, man. I do also want to shout out the Lions Den. Come on every Sunday.
Shouts out Seth and the homies.
If y'all want to find me, Herman Brown on Facebook, Herman Brown III, Herman Brown 3 on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok too, Big Herm 47.
What are you doing on TikTok, man?
I'm doing the dances, the dances, man.
You in your 40s, you're a middle-aged man. What are you doing? Well, at least if you go on TikTok, you better clean it up first. You better shave. Don't be on TikTok.
I shave just for you. You see this?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I thought you was doing that for the dealership because I know you went and got the new truck. How'd that feel? Leather seats?
Leather seats, you know what I'm saying?
Sunroof and all that? Panorama? Panorama?
Not in the Ram, but it's a nice truck, man. I just gotta make sure, anytime I get something with increasing my payments, I'm a little, dang, am I really want to do this? But it's good.
Yo, get more money, more problems, B.
Yeah, man.
More money, more problems.
How's things going with you?
It's going, man. I got, I drive a Japanese truck. You know what I'm saying? I drive a Toyota Tundra. My joint just hit 100,000 miles.
That's I wanted to look at Tundra too.
Yeah,
I like them.
They want that money for that Tundra though. Yeah, it's December now. We coming up on Kwanzaa. I gotta do more content, man. Sunday night though, I'm gonna be on it with you guys here at the Lions Den, and we're gonna get it shaking, man.
Okay,
we're gonna get it shaking, and I'm gonna keep posting, man. Hey, man, don't let this be the first time, your last time here, man. Please come back. You got something on your mind. You know what I'm saying? You got jokes for me? It's whatever, man. I'm not, I ain't mad at your
I don't start jokes with you, Bill. I feel sorry for anybody to start joking. You don't stop, man. Like,
yo,
I'm gonna have to get down to Maryland and fight this dude. When I watch boxing videos, like I can't do that now. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I kind of got slow, man. I'm gonna get out there. I'm get out there in the morning. I'm get out there in the morning, try to shake.
I ain't joking with you, man. You my dog.
Hey, you my dog, man. I appreciate you and thank you. And shouts out to everybody checking in. This is Op4 TV. We are out.